When you and I have talked, we've met, I've been to your house in Vegas, and we've sat down, and you've been like an encyclopedia on boxing. It's just amazing how you lay out the boxing history to me. I take it that you're watching films and studying Jake Paul, getting into this, because you're quite a scholar.
It's good to work in the gym, it's good to get boxing, and it's good for, training and endurance. But nothing's like being in the ring and fighting.
Mike, is it frustrating to train like you did and then have this in 7 or 8 seconds?
For this fight, I only trained probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this fight.
I also want to fight you for those Muhammad Ali gloves. That's going to be the deal closer right there.
My Muhammad Ali gloves?
Right there, the red Muhammad Ali gloves with the gold writing on it. Are you ready to put up your dukes?
Oh, not first you.
Come on, man, give it up, dude. Well, Ken's trying to make a deal, but I'm going to make it hard.
After his epic fight against Jake Paul in Texas, Mike Tyson has just dropped a bombshell announcement that has shocked the entire boxing world. Iron Mike, still feeling good after his entertaining match against 27-year-old Jake Paul, made an unexpected decision which he announced to the public a few hours ago.
I'm good. Texas, you better get louder than that. Mr. Mike Tyson. It is so different to see what you do when you're on your phone or watching online, to witness it right here. It is something spectacular that I don't think any of us have seen before. At this point, there's a quote that you have said, God lets everything happen for a reason. It's all a learning process. From the moment you started getting into camp for this fight, what have you learned about yourself so far?
That I'm tougher than I believe I was.
Iron Mike returned to the ring for the first time in nearly 4 years last night. And while the 58-year-old boxing legend thrilled fans with his performance, his post-fight announcement left everyone stunned. Tyson revealed plans to return to professional boxing in 2025. This decision coming nearly 2 decades after his last professional fight in 2005, and despite his history of health challenges, has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Even more surprising, he may already have his first opponent lined up.
I got the rounds in me, so I'm not, listen, I'm sparring young guys, 30, 27 young guys. They're hitting me real hard. It wasn't a picnic when I first started training. I'm fighting with younger guys, and they're really giving me a shellacking at first.
Are you doing the shellacking now? Like the old Mike?
Doing my share, yes.
What's the most significant risk you're worried about heading into this fight with Jake?
What am I worried about?
Any risks?
No, not that I think of, not that I'm contemplating.
There's been a lot of back and forth between you and Jake about killing each other. Is that just the old Mike talking, or do you really feel that way?
Hey, listen, my intention is to go in there and fight hard and hurt him.
The much-anticipated fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was postponed due to Tyson's health challenges, causing a 5-month delay. Last Sunday, Tyson fell ill on a flight from Miami to Los Angeles, where first responders met the plane. His camp revealed it was due to an ulcer problem, leading to calls for the fight's cancellation. However, Iron Mike once again proved his resilience by going ahead with the fight despite the odds.
10 threes?
Okay.
You want 10 threes?
Let's go. Be careful.
You want 10 threes? See, that's the thing. That's the thing is everyone's all talk. I'll do whatever, wherever, whenever. I don't give a f. So it's all talk. Put it on the line. I'm stating facts. He's talking.
Mike, he seems extremely confident. He says there's no fear. Should he be scared?
He should be very scareful, yeah.
While Mike Tyson's decision to continue fighting is impressive, it's equally shocking and raises important questions. Why would the former heavyweight champion return after nearly 2 decades, and what does it mean for boxing? Competing at a high level is challenging for older athletes, with physical and mental fitness becoming harder to maintain. In boxing, the risks extend beyond fitness to neurological concerns, especially for someone like Tyson, whose career involved constant head impacts. Fighters over 40 are often categorized as high risk for further injuries, given the sport's inherent dangers. Boxing isn't just about explosive knockouts, it's the repeated blows to the head during fights and training that can lead to long-term health repercussions, highlighting the unique and serious risks Tyson might face.
This is helping me in my future fights and everything that I want to accomplish.
Listen, I'm not getting in the ring with either one of you. I've watched this man train. I've seen Mike Tyson hit the mitts. It should be criminally illegal for him to punch folks like this. When you watch that, what happens when Jake Paul gets in trouble against a real-life killer?
I think he's a mitt warrior. The Instagram videos are cute, but we'll see what happens in the ring on November 15th at the end of the day. We'll see if he still got it.
When he tells you, or when he says you're a mitt warrior, right? And this is a guy who's never fought someone like you, a guy who hasn't had the accolades that you've attained.
Boxers can develop symptoms or conditions such as an inability to sleep, chronic dizziness, chronic post-concussive symptoms, chronic Parkinsonian signs, and chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, long after they've retired. Despite all these potential health risks, boxing remains one of the most watched and supported sports in the world. The reason for its popularity is obvious: its explosive nature. The storylines and the colorful personalities have made it a must-watch on TV at times.
You know what I mean? If you're running at 2 in the morning in the snow and the blizzard, trust me, he's not going to want to do it. He's going to get on the treadmill.
Yeah.
You know?
And you used to say that when we had those earlier conversations, I remember you saying to me, Tony, fighting's easy. It's like, I prepare, I train so hard that the fight feels like, it's easy. Was that true?
Exactly.
Because you trained so damn hard.
Exactly. That's why I had a lot of easy one-round knockouts.
Yeah. Pat Riley, was the Lakers, and he's a good friend of mine, now owns a piece of the Heat. And he told me when he was a kid that his dad had a neural implant with him, but also a coach. And a coach one time was screwing off, and he said, "You look in my eyes, bro." He said, "Your opponent, there's somebody out there practicing while you're relaxing. One day you'll meet him, he will end you."
Iron Mike has brought all of this over his lengthy, often controversial career, but his insistence on continuing to fight could be detrimental. The neurological impact may outweigh the benefits. However, if anyone can overcome these challenges, it's Mike Tyson. Throughout his life, Tyson has risen above obstacles that others have succumbed to. His rise to the youngest heavyweight champion in history was nothing short of extraordinary. In 1986, at just 20 years old, Tyson defeated Trevor Berbick, setting a record that still stands. Victories over legends like Larry Holmes and Michael Spinks solidified his status as an unstoppable force in the ring.
My interest level exceeded Stockton. So I had a chance to go live and train with Cus D'Amato, who trained my father when he was a young boy. But based on one answer to one question, Cus said, "Why do you want to be a fighter?" I said, "Cus, I want to be middleweight champion, and I think you can help me." He goes, "I want to meet you." So we drove up to Catskill from our visit to New York and met with him, and I was invited to stay. Mike laughed and thought, like, who's this Joe College guy? He's not gonna last, he's out of here. He's a short-termer, but 4 or 5 years.
I've seen him come and go. Since I've been there, I've seen him come and go. Yeah. Big guys, strong guys, little guys, white guys, black guys, Spanish, I saw him come and go.
But he stuck.
Yeah, he stuck around.
In recent years, Tyson has ventured beyond boxing. He starred in a one-man Broadway show, authored the memoir Undisputed Truth, and launched his own podcast. Tyson's charisma, captivating personality, and enduring popularity have made him a pop culture icon, transcending the sport.
He deserves it. Everything that I succeeded with is because of him. He deserves to be known. No matter how famous I get, he's gonna be with me.
Yeah. When you look at Tom today and see that, he's been involved in community, public service, here he is running for mayor, how much does what he's about to accomplish make you proud or even surprise you? Maybe?
Well, I'm not surprised, because I knew Tom could do anything he wants if he puts his enthusiasm behind it. And I'm just really proud of seeing him become the person he is now. Cus would be so proud of him. He'd probably be battling against some political issues, but he'd be so proud of him from where he started to where he is now.
Do you see similarities between what he is now and what the kid you knew maybe so long ago?
Tom has just went to the next level of life. He's not that person anymore.
Yeah.
If he was still that person, he wouldn't be who he is now.
Having seen what Tyson has overcome in his return to boxing, the next question is what it means for the sport. Boxing has seen a slight decline in popularity over the years, partly because modern boxers lack the charisma of icons like Mike Tyson. We got a taste of Tyson's impact in November 2020 when he fought Roy Jones Jr. to a draw in his much-anticipated return. Though it was just an exhibition, the Tyson-Jones fight at the Staples Center exceeded expectations. A potential rematch never materialized, but the event was heavily promoted and drew massive attention to boxing as a whole.
Are you talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm back, yeah.
You're the star.
I'm just happy to be here. I love you too. Thank you.
When you and your team were watching Jake after the Mike Perry fight, you said the difference between me and him is that he's a manufactured killer. He's the killer that papers and TV made. I'm a natural-born killer. That's what you said. That we felt in our bones. That's what everyone who grew up watching you remembers. Can you expand on that? Why is he manufactured and why are you for real?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you can expand on it. I mean, can you give me...
It's just what I said.
It's just that, all right. That's cool. When you hear that, do you agree with that, Jake? Is there something to that?
Whatever he wants to think, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but the deadliest weapon on the planet is manufactured, and that's a nuke.
Similar attention surrounded the fight between Tyson and Paul, with both boasting tens of millions of social media followers. The promotion included larger-than-life 40-foot floats at the State Fair of Texas and TV spots during nationally televised college football games. The event drew over 60,000 fans, with a gate fee exceeding $15 million, setting a record for the largest U.S. boxing gate fee outside of Las Vegas. Tyson versus Paul outperformed the previous Texas record for a boxing MMA event, which was $9 million for Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders.
I'm paying the guy to kick my ass. If he doesn't kick my ass, he has to go. He's fired.
What's it been like to take a punch?
All right, up next, Neil Barker of the AP. Neil, you're up.
Hello, gents. Nice to see you. Greetings from London. I just wondered, have the health implications of this fight crossed either of your minds? Obviously, there's lots of critics out there saying you guys shouldn't even be doing this. What precautions are you taking? How do you feel about it just weeks out now from this showdown?
Me and Roy Jones superseded the physical test on all the programs they gave us. So what does that tell you?
Roy?
Roy, you want to jump in on that one, or just Mike?
What does that tell you?
Although the future is unpredictable, it's clear from what we've seen that Tyson's return is beneficial for boxing's growth. His presence offers a powerful platform for promotions and advertising. The reasons are obvious. Mike Tyson's life has been an incredible roller coaster of triumphs, setbacks, and ultimate redemption. From his awe-inspiring performances in the ring to his turbulent personal life, Tyson's journey has captivated audiences worldwide.
They probably won't think Max Baer was the greatest heavyweight champion, Jackson, but they're remembered. You can't escape them. When you open up the history books, they're there.
His story also serves as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of self-redemption. This ensures that Iron Mike Tyson will forever be etched in boxing history, leaving an indelible mark on the sport and inspiring future generations of fighters. Speaking of the future and inspiring the next generation, Tyson's next fight could be the perfect storm. Former undisputed heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis is willing to come out of retirement for a rematch with his heavyweight rival Mike Tyson.
Bro, with the former heavyweight champion of the world, the last undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the pride of Canada, Lennox Lewis in the flesh at the Box Fan Expo. How we doing, man?
Doing good. So many fans I met today, spoke to, shook their hands, took pictures. I loved it. I thought it was great. And I love talking to my fans and being with my fans and taking pictures. So, great day.
What's the craziest thing a fan's ever asked you to sign?
Well, I'm sure you know, definitely their t-shirts, definitely their gloves, and usually their arms sometimes. It depends.
Iron Mike has only 6 losses in his boxing career, which cements his place as one of the greatest in the sport's history. One of those losses came at the hands of Lennox Lewis, who defeated Tyson in their famous 2002 showdown. Lewis won via knockout in the 8th round, retaining his WBC, IBF, IBO, and ring heavyweight world titles. Even without the power of social media, the fight was one of the most watched boxing bouts of its time. A potential rematch now, nearly 20 years later, would have fans buzzing. The 59-year-old Lewis, who retired in 2003, hasn't ruled out the idea of an epic rematch, saying, "I've spoken to Mike about fighting. Let's hope his health is okay."
Away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. So those 6-punch combinations, he has to make sure. I'm talking Jake Paul. Make sure that he's not in the way of those punches, because Tyson's a real fighter.
You saw him working out the other day. He's 57 years young. He still got it. He still got it in his eyes. He still got it in the body.
Oh yeah, no, Tyson can throw a punch. He can take a punch. So, he's doing something that he's used to.
Who would you say right now is the face of boxing, Lennox?
Face of boxing. There's so many faces that you could put out there. Name some names.
Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, of course. There's many faces of boxing, as he just said.
The only thing that could stop a Tyson rematch is the health of both fighters. Another potential opponent is Jake Paul, who may want a rematch to prove himself. However, Tyson's potential fights often divide opinions, like his bout with Paul. Critics argue Tyson's age could harm boxing's reputation, with UFC CEO Dana White calling the fight a disgrace. Tyson dismissed the criticism, saying he enjoys fighting and doesn't care about others' opinions. Tommy Fury, who defeated Paul, mocked Jake for picking an aging opponent, disappointed that Paul is looking for easier fights to boost his resume.
I don't know, man. It's not working, whatever these games are. It's not going to change the result of what happens Friday night.
And you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer. So if that is your goal, when can we expect you to start fighting legitimate contending fighters in your given weight class?
I think you're the same from the other venue.
I am
asked that same dumbass question,
and you didn't answer.
And
the
you're
first time.
and you're sitting here disrespecting Mike Tyson to his face once again.
I asked you a
Do
question.
you not think that he's a serious boxer? He walks away.
A big story, a big part of your history, of course, your first trainer, the late great Customato. What do you think he would say of this spectacle going down on Friday?
He'd be very happy.
What do you think he would tell you about how to beat Jake Paul?
He would be very happy.
Speaking of Jake Paul, he recently dropped a significant update about his next opponent, Canelo Alvarez. On the Timbo Sugar Show podcast with MMA stars Shah Ali and Tim Welch, Paul declared that a fight with Alvarez would determine the face of boxing. Alvarez, currently holding the WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles, has an impressive 62-2 career record with 39 knockouts. Paul, who has turned his YouTube fame into a lucrative boxing career, sees this as a major showdown.
So this goes perfect. You go out there, you knock out Mike Tyson. Do you have a call out in mind? Or you don't have to necessarily say it on here, because I know sometimes that's a special event in itself. Is the winner, who they call out, what's next?
It's Canelo. I mean, me versus Canelo at 200 pounds for the cruiserweight championship of the world. It makes so much sense, and Canelo's on his way out. He's gonna want a payday, and I want to show the world that all the shit I've been talking about beating Canelo is actually true, and I'll have the biggest upset in the sport of boxing, and we will fight to really see who is the face. I beat his gate record in Texas. I'm beating the ticket sales. I have more followers than him, etc. I'm going to be the new money man. This fight should be for a belt, and it makes the most sense at cruiserweight. He's wanted the cruiserweight belt. If everyone remembers, he was going to challenge Makabu.
The 34-year-old Alvarez showed little interest in engaging with Jake Paul as recently as last April, when the Tyson versus Paul fight was first announced. Over the past year, Alvarez has had 2 wins, beating Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga by unanimous decision. As we look ahead to 2025, fans are eager to see Tyson back in the ring. If his next fight is anything like the one with Jake Paul, we're in for exciting times. Remember to like the video, subscribe, and smash the notification bell. Thanks for watching.